What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another Patreon video. This will be an unboxing of sorts, and we're going to talk about some other things. So I am still continuing to use my EVO planner that we talked about in previous videos, the Alchemist, with our weekly and daily and even monthly outlooks here. You can sort of like set up stuff, just like work, personal life stuff. Like, here I got, for work, church set list, photo edits, streaming, learning about Photoshop and Lightroom, Patreon promotion, engagement, trying to trying to keep up with stuff, always trying to, come up with new ideas and push something new. With the personal stuff, spend time writing songs, taking photos, making time for Presley, of course, and valuing my friends. Then after that, you can go on this page and sort of write your, what you learned this week. You can give yourself scores on how, healthy you felt this week. Did you take care of yourself this week, or were you kind of slacking on eating well and exercising? Your love and relationships, your cash flow, fun, enjoyment, and meaning and contributions that you're putting back out into the world. Did you feel like, or did you do something meaningful monetarily or otherwise? But yeah, for health, I put exercise, friendships, Patreon, Twitch stuff going well, gaming, music, and photos. Putting in a little bit of work into each one. And then you can just use the ribbons to mark what week or day you're on, so you don't get lost. But this being my first full week with the journal, it's been great. Like, some of the stuff that I've written about, just like, being able to give away games to my community. We had our giveaway on the 1st. So, I wrote a little bit about how I felt about that. The community fellowship was good. Chatting was good, and this was a giveaway where it was just one code. So it's like, but it still felt like really meaningful. And I still feel like viewers were really appreciative, because like some months, you can give out lots of codes and maybe you get some, or some are bought cheap, and that's nice. But this week I was like, it kind of, I don't know, it was interesting. It was really interesting. And I can make little notes at the end of the day. I've been writing down priorities. I got lists of shout outs for mods to use, and rules of the stream, things like that, updating stuff like that. It's been good to make notes of that, and how much time a day I spend doing stuff, making note of that as well, and having my goals charted out, so it seems a little less impossible to make it through the day. I think a couple of the big lessons I wrote this week you might find interesting. Treat people you don't know with warm friendship. Nobody likes feeling like an outsider. I kind of wrote that down because I kind of noticed that you do get people on stream that you give these extra warm welcomes because you've known them a while, and it's kind of nice to not make people feel excluded, because I know what that's like. And I definitely don't like that. So a couple of things about Patreon, couple updates I've been making notes on. Reading lore on Patreon. We got the first lore book from Destiny 2, so we might do that. Postcards, I'm going to do that once we hit 25 followers, or maybe it has to be patrons. Double check that goal. Camera gear, video, guitar tours and stuff. The THR10, as you can see, is ongoing, and of course I'm taking all the funding from Twitch and even Patreon, and we're gonna add it to this total. So this might not be a fully accurate representation right there of our total fundraising, because other people have given in other ways towards this goal, but that is just strictly donation funds up there from the Twitch streams. yeah, taking breaks has been good, taking days off, and taking time to eat healthy, to get some exercise, making note of when I'm completing raids on Destiny. Watching Ghostbusters this Sunday. Ghostbusters 1 and 2 was great. We got back into our Space Shack podcast. We battled some trolls on Monday. We had some good streams. Thanks to strong moderation and such. And today was a good day as well. And this video will be live on technically Wednesday morning, so you guys will be checking that out just before I'm going live with the Red Dead Redemption 2, I believe. So should be good stuff. But yeah, I do like the ribbons, do like the keeping track of goals and stuff. It's all really nice stuff. Alright, so there's the EVO thing. That's an update on that. Enjoying that. The app is a little wonky, but basically you just screenshot, the right side of your pages, and then you can input this data here, and it basically tracks your statistics. Alright, so on to the exciting stuff. This is some of you might have caught some of this on stream, but we did get 2 Silent Hill games on PS2 delivered today, and we're gonna get to these at some point. So Shattered Memories is a remake of Silent Hill 1. This came out in 2009, I believe, and Silent Hill 3, 2003, I believe, if I'm right. I could be wrong. Might have been... Oh, that sounds about right. I think 03. And Silent Hill 3 is one I've never played, actually. So this is one that's a long time coming. And I do have Silent Hill 4 on the Xbox. So I'm kind of trying to collect them on PS2 as well. Trying to get the whole series here. So we might have more on that at a later date. But thank you for that. That's been exciting. So now we've got the 8BitDo or Do. I don't know how they pronounce it. I've always heard it Do. But this is the SN30 Pro Bluetooth gamepad. USB-C motion controls, rumble vibration, works with the Nintendo Switch, works with Android, Mac OS, Steam, Windows. Yeah, so really cool. So unboxing it, we get the instruction manual here, which gives us a little details. I'm just gonna run over one thing with you guys. Switch, Android, Windows, Mac OS, battery life, power LED blinks. There's a turbo button, which is a star symbol in the bottom left under the D-pad here, which holding the turbo button and pressing a the button that you would like to give turbo functionality to will allow that to work there. To deactivate the turbo function, you just hold the button with the turbo functionality activated and press the star button to deactivate. So pretty easy, and the LED blinks, based on some of these options that you're doing here. It automatically turns off after a certain amount of inactivity, the Bluetooth stuff. So yeah, this was primarily for me just a good controller to have to play some Mario Maker with, and maybe some other games. And we got a decently long USB cable in there, USB-C. I'll put the instructions there to keep track of. But yeah, we will probably do some gameplay with this on stream. But yeah, we got, everything feels good, just like the Super Nintendo. But we do get the L2 and R2. So we have these traditional NES L and R, but then we have the L2, R2 there. The thumbsticks feel good. They're appropriately placed. The D-pad's good. Everything feels nice. We got the USB, our sync button, the LED light, Um, we've got the star button here. We've got this, which I believe functions as like a power slash connectivity button. Let me double check. Yeah, it's a home button. Home button. But yeah, everything looks good, feels good. This was pretty good. Let me pull up one thing cuz I don't want to quote it wrong here. Okay, yeah, this was $44.99 through Amazon. So yeah, very so far very pleased with that. I will get some gameplay time in with that hopefully this week. One more big surprise here before we go. I've got one thing for you here. All right. These were ordered especially through being a Nintendo Club Pro member or whatever this stuff is. But this is a Nintendo Switch. They're not Joy-Cons, but they are official NES controllers that have been made by Nintendo that actually charge to the console as you would expect, and you just take it off, and it syncs up. So it's got the little light indicator sync button, L and R right there, just like a Joy-Con. So it's got most of the functionality of a Joy-Con, and I just do left and right to sync, and the console actually picks up that I'm using the NES controller, and I can go to try again. And of course, this is a terrible way to show me. But yeah, you know what? It works. So that's with Mario Maker, testing that out, and you can just put it right back on, and you can charge it and dock it. Of course, I might have to work something out as far as like how do I carry these controllers, take them wherever. But this is going to be great for me and the family, and even with friends, being able to play some of these Mario games together. But that's all I got for you guys today. I'm really thankful for all the supporters. We have new tiers on Patreon. Let me talk about this a little bit before we go. The donor tier is $1 a month. Donators are thanked for their time and support, and it's greatly appreciated as always. This exclusive tier just gets photos of Presley the Beagle. So, for those of you that are excited about that type of exclusivity and getting those Presley photos, and we might even have some videos every now and then, just depending on the situation. I'm always trying to do more. But we also have that in the Guardian Plus tier, which is the $5 a month tier. Access to more features of streaming, gaming, music, inside look at the process, a chance to see more exclusive, relatable content. So you do get photos of Presley the Beagle. You get these unboxing new games and tech. You get the music content, which, the THR is a big part of really kicking that off in a big fashion. The Patreon only Discord channel is where we can all chat, and I also post exclusive stuff in there for you guys to look at. And of course, if you're just checking Patreon, I'm posting, videos and pictures, and some of it's exclusive to certain tiers. I'm trying to make a little bit of the stuff go public. That way, people that are not patrons can see like what's going on here and kind of have like something to be like, okay, this is what's going on. So like some videos like this one and like other unboxings may lose exclusivity after a length of time, but it's not gonna, so far it hasn't felt like, oh man, I got ripped, and some of these videos will remain entirely exclusive, but I do want to be able to sort of advertise what we're doing here and make sure it's going off on the right foot. But other things, guitar gear, and doing a sort of camera, looking at my camera bag, looking at my camera gear, stuff like that, doing that in a future video. I'm going to mess with some camera angles and see about when and how we can make that happen. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support. We will catch you on the next one. Have a good day. Until then.